Welcome to Seeking Alpha's Wall Street Breakfast, where we cover the top news for investors every morning. Good morning. Today is Thursday, November 7th. I'm Julie Morgan. Airbnb reports earnings after market close. Tesla gains double digits on election buzz, and Costco reports sales for October. Airbnb is set to announce third-quarter earnings today after market close. Investors will keep an eye on bookings amid the company's warning of a slowing demand in the United States. Wall Street expects the San Francisco-based company to post quarterly EPS of $2.15, while revenue is expected to rise nearly 10% to more than $3.7 billion. Airbnb has been seeing soft demand for domestic travel in the U.S. since the start of the year, as people are cautious about spending money on vacations in a soft economic environment. The company in August issued a weak outlook for Q3 and said it is seeing some signs of slowing demand from U.S. guests and shorter booking lead times globally. Booking lead time is the number of days between when a guest makes a reservation and the date they check in. It will be interesting to note what the company sees for the upcoming holiday season. Airbnb recently highlighted the top search destinations in the U.S. for family travel over the week of Thanksgiving. Tennessee and Florida were the top two destinations. Seeking Alpha analyst Luca Sochi called Airbnb's Q3 earnings a bit dangerous, adding that a small downtick in its main and healthy financials and KPIs could send the stock back to $110 or lower. Meanwhile, Airbnb is positive about the strength of its business in Latin America and Asia Pacific. The company in September disclosed that it has reached 2 billion guests. Wall Street, Seeking Alpha analysts, and Seeking Alpha's quant ratings are cautious and rate the company as a hold. Tesla closed the Wednesday session with a gain of 14.7% on volume of over 148 million shares. The EV stock carved out a new 52-week high of $289.59 earlier in the session and is threatening to jump into the $1 trillion market cap list that only includes 9 stocks in the U.S. Deepwater asset management analyst Gene Munster said the rally was tied in part to emotion and investor confidence that Tesla CEO's big bet on autonomous driving could pay off after he was called a super genius by Donald Trump in his victory speech early on Wednesday. Munster said the bullish view on the impact of a Trump presidency is that the federal government may move more quickly to approve Tesla's autonomous driving plans. Crunching the numbers on an accelerated robo-taxi launch, Munster said if Tesla gains 50% share of the ride-hailing market in the U.S. by 2030, that it could add 20% to Tesla's operating income in 2030, or about $5 billion. Costco on Wednesday reported a 7.2% rise in monthly net sales, which came in at $20.03 billion for October. This compared to $18.68 billion in the same month last year. Total company comparable sales for October were 5.1%. U.S. comparable sales were 4.1%. Comparable sales excluding gasoline prices and Forex impact for October were 6.5%. U.S. comparable sales excluding items were 5.8%. The company said in a statement that October results were negatively affected by a pull forward in sales from the abnormal consumer activity associated with the hurricanes and port strikes in September. The statement goes on to say that the estimated impact on October's total and comparable sales was a little more than 1% in the U.S. and slightly less than 1% worldwide. For the first 9 weeks of fiscal 2025, net sales came in at $44.65 billion, up 8% from $41.33 billion last year. I have a few other articles that I'd like to share with you that you can find on Seeking Alpha. The first is an update to an item that was on our Catalyst watch on Wednesday. MSCI will add 22 stocks and remove 57 stocks from ACWI Index in the latest rebalance. The Fed's confidence in flagging rate cuts might wane as Trump's economic impact unfolds. And Energy Transfer's CEO says a Trump win brings a breath of fresh air to the oil and gas industry. On our catalyst to watch for the day, notable investor events include CSX Corporation's Investor Day and Viva Systems Virtual Investor Day. Lucid Group will open up customer orders for the Lucid Gravity. Orders will initially be taken for the Grand Touring trim priced from $94,900. Current Lucid owners will be given priority for deliveries. Tapestry will hold its earnings conference call at 8 a.m. The management update will have added significance following the recent decision from a judge to block the merger with Capri. And NXP Semiconductors NV will host an in-person Investor Day event for buy-side institutional investors and sell-side equity analysts. The event will include presentations and Q&A sessions with the company's senior leadership team. Now let's take a look at the markets today. As of 6 a.m., Dow, S&P, and Nasdaq futures are in the green. Crude oil is down 0.9% at $71 a barrel. Bitcoin is up 1.4% at $74,000. In the world markets, the FTSE 100 is flat, and the DAX is up 1.1%. Qualcomm is on our list of the biggest movers of the day pre-market. QComm is up 8% after beating the Q3 consensus with an 18% increase in revenue year over year. On today's economic calendar, at 10:30 a.m., the EIA natural gas report. At 2 p.m., we'll hear the FOMC announcement. And at 2:30 p.m., we'll hear from Jerome Powell. And of course, because of that, Wall Street Lunch with Kim Khan will be published just a little bit later to accommodate the FOMC announcement and chairman press conference. That's it for today's Wall Street Breakfast. Thanks for listening. For a full offering of news, analysis, ratings, and data on stocks and ETFs, become a premium subscriber. Learn more at seekingalpha.com/subscriptions. I'm your host, Julie Morgan. Go out and make it a great day.